Good morning, vlog. Today has been a little bit of a rough start. Unfortunately, I was cut off on the roads this morning and have a little bit of a dent in the side of my car, some scratching. Some guy in a ute decided that he was going to cut me off and pull into my lane, which is a shame. And anyway, we've done all the exchanging and all this kind of stuff, and I'm going to get that sorted. But we move on, so it's teaching me a lesson to maybe be a little bit more careful on the roads. Anyway, today is Friday, it's the last day of the week, but I'm going to enjoy it as if it was any other day. I've got Libby, I'm heading off to pick her up from work now. We're going to do a bit of a gym session. I'll see whatever I decide to film for that today. I do have something to show you music related later on, so I'll dive into that with you if you stick around with the video. Otherwise, hope everybody is well, and let's crack on. Yo! Hey, Libs. It's cracking. Gym time, let's do it.
Please, silence your cell phone. Please. Silence your cell phone. Please. Please, silence your cell phone. Please. Silence your cell phone. Please.
Woo! Man, that was hard. What's that, Libs? Time to go. Time to go for lunch. Time to get ready and hit the rest of the day. I'll see you guys in the studio later on. Whew. What a day. All right, I'm going to jump into Ableton right now. I want to show you a really cool tip. I was talking to a friend of mine about how to make his build-ups better, and he was asking me if I had any feedback on a track, and I said to him, the build-ups sound straight down the middle, a little bit too mono for my liking. Not necessarily for my liking, that's the wrong way of saying it, but I reckon there could be another dimension added that I thought I could offer him some help. And I have one plugin that I use for this, which I'll link down below because it is a very good one, and I'm pretty sure it's free. I'll double check on them, I'm pretty sure it is. So click the link. It is called Bass Kleph's Easy Washout. So it's by Bass Kleph, and it's called the Easy Washout, and it is very, very similar to the plugin from Dada Life called Endless Smile. And I'm pretty sure that's the one where the guys put their hands up in the air and he's like, woo, at the end. If you've heard of Sausage Fattener, same people. This plugin, I think it's about $50 US to get, and very, very easy, although Bass Kleph's done everybody a favor and given us a free version. So what I've done is I've downloaded that and I've used it on my build-ups, and it pretty much just makes things wider, echo, reverb, that kind of thing, and some filtering to really scoop everything up and then drop it back down when you decide to. And it's kind of like a one knob thing, like one twist, and that's super helpful. So let's jump into Ableton. I'll show you what it can do. All right, let's jump straight in. So I've got a Cymatics riser. Shout out Cymatics 50K from their 50K pack. Simple as riser. And as it sounds, like as it stands by itself, that's pretty cool, you know, like that's fairly wicked to drop in. It's already been processed heaps, it's nice and compressed, loud, everything you need. It pretty much can just be dropped straight into a track. Now, we want to do something different to it, so let's add in the Bass Kleph. All right, here it is. So if I click this knob here, it's the washout. So there's only one thing, and it's all pretty stock Ableton plugin. So if I bump it out and we have a look actually what's in this chain, we can see that there's a grain delay, Ableton stock plugin. It's also all automated based on what this knob does. So if I twist this knob here, it's going to change. You can see it activates and changes all the parameters. That's link to it. He's also put on an auto filter, same thing, parameters are linked. Reverb, EQ, filter delay, and compressor. So everything is set to turn on as soon as you go from 0 over on the macros, so everything kind of switches on. And then when you change the parameters, you can see what it's doing to all of them. If I just bring this over here, oh, I can't change it here. As you can see, it's just doing a whole bunch of different things. If we chuck it on the track, we'll go up here and automate from the bottom. So if we just come 0 and then up to the end, just a slow rise, just to kind of show you, even let's bang it out to the top so you can see how drastic it is. Cool. So you can see how it goes really wide. Let's go through it. So the delay is making some width happen. We're going to have the pitching of the filter with this little notch in here, and as it brings up and leaves the bass frequencies out. Reverb, just making it more wet. Reverb, sending it to the back of the mix. This EQ here is just bumping again out the lower frequencies, just bringing the gain up and just getting the tops. Filter delay, some tricky sort of width patterns going on here and making it sound kind of wide and delayed, and then just compressing the whole lot together. Very, very, very cool. Now, I personally see that's a very extreme kind of thing. If I was to be doing it in a mix, I probably wouldn't go over 50% just on this particular plugin. So say 40 is still quite a fair bit, and it maintains the same kind of, I guess, effect. It maintains the same kind of oomph that you get from the dry sort of sounding riser, the ones they've already made, and you can go add that little bit extra in this last little bit, so it's still nice and central. You can even add another point. And then that's when you would obviously come back down to 0 for the drop and mono everything out, which in turn switches everything off. So that's one thing you do have to be careful with. It has to be a 0 point over here. Otherwise, you're going to have stuff still on and having the chain effective. So that's Bass Kleph's Easy Washout. If you want to grab a copy, I've linked it down below. So there you have it, guys. If you're interested in grabbing it, like I said, down below. I'll see you again for another fun-filled weekend, some more music happening, and another tutorial. He's been very well behaved today. Thanks, buddy. So, see you guys then. Laters.